日本時間27日、ドジャースの2026年レギュラーシーズン開幕戦が本拠地で行われ、ダイヤモンドバックスと対戦しました。大谷翔平は1番 DH で先発出場し、山本由伸は2年連続で開幕投手を務めました。大谷は今季初安打と初得点を記録し、山本も今季初白星をマークしました。試合前には、大谷翔平がドジャースの選手全員に高級時計とウイスキーボトルをプレゼントしていたことが話題となりました。ミゲル・ロハスはインタビューで、このプレゼントについて触れ、大谷の人間性を絶賛しました。また、この日の試合中継では、昨季限りで現役を引退したドジャースのレジェンド、クレイトン・カーショー氏が解説を担当しました。放送の中では、大谷の凄さについて熱く語る場面がありました。大谷について、人間として他の人たちと何が違うのかと問われたカーショー氏は、向上心ですねと即答しました。さらに、世界最高の打者であること、世界最高の投手であること、あるいは少なくともその両方の議論に名前が挙がるだけでも、信じられないほどの向上心が必要です。彼は決してそこから目をそらしませんと力説しました。試合中もカーショー氏は、大谷の表情の変化やリアクションについて笑いながらコメントするなど、その存在感に何度も言及しました。さらに、ドジャースの中で一番足が速いのは誰かと問われると、翔平でしょと即答し、大谷への高い評価を口にしました。開幕戦で結果を残した大谷と山本に加え、大谷の振る舞いや人間性、そしてカーショー氏の絶賛コメントにも大きな注目が集まった一日となりました。これらの模様を日本語字幕付きでご紹介します。
Yeah, we did. Yeah, really nice from Psycho. Really nice collection or a piece, a watch that he gave us. We really appreciate all the guys that we have in this clubhouse. So he's being really kind with using his platform to kind of like help his teammates as well. That talks a lot about the kind of human he is, not on the field, but off the field as well. He cares about his teammates. He cares about the community in LA, and we're coming from so many different places, and I know that watch, we're going to keep it forever, and we're always going to remember that the best player in the world gave us a watch for 2026 Open Day. It was a battle too. I haven't checked what the company is, but it's really nice to have this. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't see what kind of alcohol it was, but it's really nice too. That's one of my favorite things about opening day and starting a season, especially here in LA. We got a lot of people supporting the organization, and we're getting a lot of gifts and things to say thank you for our contribution the last couple of years, and we bring joy to the people, and they give us back, and I think it's a back and forward relationship. Yeah, so it was a little note that say from Shohei Ohtani, let's repeat. So I think that's the mentality of everybody in this clubhouse, and I don't think we have enough motivation. We need to keep finding new ones every single day, because it's not gonna be an easy road, and we all know that we're gonna compete against the best in the world, and they all want to come for what we have, and we are really responsible and accountable for what we are gonna be embracing this year.
Los Angeles, California, on a picture-perfect 78-degree late afternoon, soon to be early evening. And perched just above downtown is Dodger Stadium, in its 7th decade as home to the now back-to-back World Series champion Dodgers, who tonight start their 2026 regular season. Less than 5 months ago, the Dodgers won one of the most memorable World Series ever. Now they begin their defense with a roster that includes the game's most electrifying and intriguing player, 31-year-old Shohei Ohtani, winner of 4 MVPs, including 3 in a row, and World Series MVP Yoshinobu Yamamoto, who gets the start tonight against the Arizona Diamondbacks, as they set out to become just the 5th team in MLB history ever to three-peat. And they do so with what could be their best roster yet, even though it no longer includes past MVP, 3-time Cy Young Award winner, 11-time All-Star, and future first-ballot Hall of Famer Clayton Kershaw, who's here with us. Now, how odd is it for you to be sitting here instead of over there in uniform?
It's pretty weird, Bob, but this is such a treat for me to get to do, and I'm just here. I'm excited to be here for opening day.
What is it about this Dodger team, besides the obvious quality of its roster? We were talking earlier about the culture and the feeling in the clubhouse.
Well, it's a roster full of superstars. You know, it starts with Shohei, obviously, but all the way down, Freddie, Mookie, Yama, all these guys are superstar caliber players, but they have one goal in mind, and that's to win the World Series every single year. So they come to the game every day trying to win one game, and then everything else kind of takes care of itself, and it trickles all the way down to the 25th, 26th guy on the roster.
Unique is a word that's often misused when people really mean rare, but Shohei Ohtani is genuinely unique. You have been in the clubhouse with him, in the dugout with him, on the road with him. What is it as a person that sets him apart?
It's his drive. You know, I think to be able to be the best hitter in the world and the best pitcher in the world, or at least in the conversation of both of those, it takes an incredible amount of drive, and he never gets deterred from that. And I'm excited to see a full year of him on the mound as well as at the plate, and it would be pretty cool to see a Cy Young, MVP, and World Series in a year, and there's a very real possibility he could do that.
Are there times when even his teammates and the opponents are in awe of him?
Yeah, I mean, I think as a teammate, you take for granted what you see every single day out of Shohei, but when you really sit back and look at it, I don't know if we're ever going to see another player ever do what he's doing at the caliber that he's doing it.
They're going to pass out World Series rings eventually. You have our permission to leave us and pick yours up.
Thank you. I'm excited to see that one.
Dave, you know as much about expectations, sometimes unreasonable expectations, as anybody. It's reasonable to assume that the Dodgers will play again in October, but it's unreasonable to assume that even the team with the best roster is a cinch to get all the way to the World Series, and you know it.
Oh, absolutely. You know, the thing is that you don't play 162 games, win 11 games in October on paper, and so the thing is for us is that we know we have a target on our backs. We know we have a talented roster, but everyone here in this clubhouse has one goal in mind. That's to, you know, get better every day and win a championship and go for that three-peat. So it's going to be a fun ride, Bob.
And last year you had to win 13 because you had to play in the wild card round and win 2 from the Reds.
Yeah, we did have to win 13. We made it a little bit tougher on ourselves last year.
The roster already strong, adds Edwin Diaz, it adds Kyle Tucker. Is this the best Dodger team, at least on paper, that you've managed?
On paper, it's the best team we've had. And I think 21, we had a very talented roster and came up short. So, you know, I think on paper, the starting pitching, the position player depth, the experience, the youth, best team we've had on paper. But again, you got to play the games.
Quickly, this is not October. It's not Yamamoto pitching Game 6, then coming back in Game 7. What's his pitch limit tonight in the opener?
I think tonight it's like 80 to 90 pitches, something like that. But he's been good. If he can be efficient and we can touch the 6, I'd love that. But, yeah, you never want to count this guy out. This guy's on a mission this year, and you can't ask for anything more from Yoshinobu. But to hand the baseball to him on opening day at Dodger Stadium, couldn't be more proud and very cool, yeah.
Thanks, Dave. Back to Dodger Stadium.
Shohei Ohtani sidesteps a fastball 2 nights ago. He just for fun in the Freeway Series, he threw an 11 strikeout performance just to ramp up, get ready for this at bat, and a full season now again, Oral, of him on the mound and at the plate.
Yeah, and talking to Dave Roberts, the most impressive thing about Shohei and his preparation for the season was the non-disruption of the WBC, how he came back into Dodger camp and just dominated with the bat and with the arm.
I mean, he's won 3 straight MVPs, 4 of the last 5 years. He's now a published children's author as well to add to the mantle, and every video that you see there is a keepsake. For fans, I mean, it is very much like when the Beatles played here at Dodger Stadium.
The ghostwriter for Decoy.
It's called Decoy Saves the Day with Shohei Ohtani, now official published author, along with being the best baseball player and the most versatile baseball player on the planet. And he launches a pull side single to open the Dodgers offense in 2026.
Boy, got a knuckle curve there right in the center part of the plate. Look at that swing. Just a beautiful swing by Ohtani. This guy is unbelievable. All the things that he can do on the baseball field.
Let me ask you this, Clayton. You know Yamamoto well, right? Leadoff double. Where does his mind go? What do they like to use?
Yeah, well, obviously you saw a lot of splits early to Thomas right there, and now with 2 strikes, I wouldn't be surprised if we go back to it. I think maybe a cutter could get him to roll over to second, but I think this has got to be a split right here.
On 2-2, Yamamoto. That one
curveball.
stayed up with a curveball, and it's a pop-up to short. Mookie Betts for round number 1. Clayton, he went curveball, and it kind of stayed up at eye level.
Yeah, you know, I think more than anything it was just the change of speed. You know, it wasn't a great curveball necessarily, but you know, the slower pitch kind of got him out in front. He had to kind of reset his swing, and that was all he needed to get him to pop out. So you know, maybe he stayed hard for that whole at bat, and then to have that slow pitch right there to get him to pop up is what you needed. And more importantly for him, Thomas didn't do his job and move the runner over, and that's big. Now you can get out of this without giving up a run.
Lawler at second. Tim Tawa is the hitter, and he grounds this to short. Mookie Betts deep in the hole to launch. And back in time over at second base, Jordan Lawler. Man, the range of Mookie Betts.
That was a next level play defensively. Speed of the game, but be able to slow it down in your mind as you're making this play going, I can't get him at first. I'll cross my body, and maybe I'll backdoor him.
Man, this is great court awareness here. Lawler almost looked like he was going to go to first base, and then he just threw it right across his body back to second, trying to catch him off balance there.
So it's an infield single. It's 2 on, 1 out, and here is Ketel Marte, who had a long at bat against Yamamoto in the first inning. He's seen basically everything. He started him with a splitter the first time, and there's a curve.
First 2 outs of the game were on splitters. The curveball got hit for a hard foul ball, and then he gave a base hit on a fastball. But the great thing about Yama is he commands all his pitches, Clayton, and he is so good at varying his different arsenals to different hitters.
Yeah, this is a tough spot after that big at bat in the first inning. How many pitches he saw to be able to now face him with runners on base. I faced this guy a lot. Thankfully, I don't have to do it anymore. He kind of owned me. So he's a really good hitter from both sides. The advantage is I think he's a little bit better right-handed. So Yama's got him here, but I don't know what I would do other than obviously fastball is what he hits the best. So I would try to throw a lot of splits, curveballs. Every once in a while, maybe go up high with a fastball just to reset him. But any heater in the zone right now might get hit pretty hard.
Well, the Dodger fans tried to start the at bat with beach ball. That was cleaned up out in left center. So 1-1, and Marte slashes that foul off the cutter. 1-2.
Well, Marte is really the only guy that had decent numbers off him. He was 5 for 15 going into this game. So and Corbin Carroll 1 for 17. So really not a lot of ABs against Yamamoto, but Ketel's really the only one that's had some success.
Just short of 50 pitches. Yamamoto on 1-2, and that's downstairs. A take off the splitter. 2-2.
When he goes down in the strike zone, he's looking for a pitch to get the ground ball to roll too. If he goes up in the strike zone, he's looking for more of the pop up or the strikeout.
'15th pitch in 2 at bats. Yamamoto to Marte. In the air, left field side. Hernandez watches that fly foul.
I don't know if you can see it from where you are, Clayton, but he tried to lock him up with a 2-seamer in.
Yeah, that was new for him. He tried the hip shot, tried to get him to freeze, and it actually had a lot of movement. Orlin moved back good. I think if he started that a little bit closer to him, he might have gotten a freeze. It just started on the inside and ran back middle, but that's new for him. He didn't do that a whole lot last year, so that's an interesting pitch to see right there.
What does he throw off of that, you think?
I always want to call a split. It's so good. I just want to hit the split button.
He went curveball and right to first base. Freeman gets himself a double play. Curveball in a couple big spots, Kirsch.
That was another great pitch. Just slowed him down out in front. Freddie, being 7 feet tall over there, made a great play. And, that's what he needed. Pitch count down. That's a big 2 outs right there for the Dodgers.
Question must be asked now, since we have him on the telecast here tonight. How do you make it so Shohei Ohtani is 0 for 11 against you, Clayton Kershaw?
Oh man, I don't know. I think I got lucky, honestly, but I will say the one thing I would say about Shohei is middle speed pitches, you know, the sliders, cutters, different things like that. He can absolutely annihilate those. It doesn't matter where it is. So for me, I would try to throw the slider out of the zone and throw the four seams and the curveballs down and away. And it works sometimes. I got away with some. You see those pitches, there's a lot of them right down the middle. So honestly, I probably got lucky a few times too, and maybe Shohei just was going bad that time. But
it looked middle away on all those
that was
pitches.
my goal. I didn't want to throw anything inside to him. I think he hit it on the Budweiser sign out there. So I just tried to kind of pitch away, play away, hope for the best, and maybe try to get him to chase a little on the slider. You know, if you're facing Shohei left on left, you can sometimes get that slider down and away and he'll chase, but that's really about the only chase place he has.
Oh, that was in a happy zone. It's a fly ball to left all the way to the warning track.
He got jammed so bad on that. He hit it 100 miles per hour and almost went over the fence in left field. I mean, that got in on it good, and it still went all the way to left. That's what's amazing about Shohei.
Yeah, remember in the first at bat, the ball to right field, Clayton, that was hit 111 miles an hour.
Yeah,
and it looked like he was off the end.
And it's just every day there's something that nobody else can do. And you can't say that much when you're talking about elite baseball players. So it's pretty special.
Clayton, Shohei's swings, it seems like there are a ton of them, and he's so demonstrative at the plate. What do you watch when he's at the plate?
He swings so hard. He's like the Bryson DeChambeau of baseball, just up there trying to hit the ball 800 feet. But it's under control too. Like he can actually, with 2 strikes, manipulate the bat head and get the ball where he wants it. And this is another good at bat right here. You know, taking curveballs. He's thrown some changeups this at bat to him. He kept throwing the fastball that cuts a little bit in. I wouldn't throw that right here though.
He came in on him and he missed.
That might be the end of his night. Yeah.
Kirsch, you didn't get the invite?
No, you know, I didn't get the invite this time, but you know, I'm here and I get to see the ring tomorrow, so I'm excited. I'm going to stick around for another day and see the new ring and you know, get to do all that with the guys. So I'm excited about that. It's a new chapter for me, which I'm super fired up about. And you know, at the end of the day, this is such a great organization. I think they're going to let me stick around a little bit too, so it'll be great.
Oral, I think you just got surpassed for humble brag of the broadcast with, I'm going to stick around for the ring.
Series hero to opening day starter, and Yama was on his game, Kirsch.
Oh man, it was so fun to watch. I mean, obviously, you're talking about the split, what he threw. I think he threw 29 of them over there, and over half of the time the Diamondbacks were swinging and missing. The only pitch they really got to was his heater. They got a few hits off his fastball, but cutter, slider, curveball, he had everything working. Great command, and finished it strong going through 6. That was pretty fun to watch.
Kirsch, did you ever split your fingers?
Couldn't do it. I tried last year a little bit and it just was horrible, but I did try it last year because I couldn't throw a changeup to save my life for my whole career. So someone said, hey, try a split. Everybody's doing it, and it didn't work for me then. And so that's why I'm here talking to you guys.
I think you did all right.
Yeah. Oh, look out. Ohtani gets hit by the just entering Taylor Clark, who will not be receiving any holiday cards from the Dodger fans.
You see that pitch up and in.
Ohtani just pointed at Santana. Coming to you. Kirsch, we just saw one of the many faces of Shohei Ohtani, who's just fun to watch.
Yeah, he's a blast. You know, I think right here, after he gets hit by the pitch, they're up 2. I wouldn't be surprised if you try to see him steal a base right here. The Diamondbacks saying the same thing. It's a good situation to run. I don't know how Clark holds runners. I really haven't seen him since he was a starter here a long time ago. But I know Moreno throws really, really well back there. But if there's something they can pick up to get a good jump, I wouldn't be surprised if Shohei tries to go right here.
He was kind of kicking out his leg after the dive back as well. But, I mean, look, he is just visual. There's always some reaction. You can read his emotion.
Yeah, he's always doing something. We don't know what he's doing, but as long as he keeps getting knocks, we'll be good.
We know Shohei can run. He was 20 for 26 last year on the bases. Who's the fastest Dodger?
Fastest Dodger? Shohei's probably the fastest. Hold on, Kike's calling me over. He wants me to come over. Kike, no, Kike's definitely not the fastest.
Oh, Kike. That's funny.
I'm trying to think who else we have.
Pages with his range, but we don't see him steal a lot of bags.
Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with Shohei. Yeah, Pages and Teo, when they get going, are pretty fast.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Shohei.
There goes Ohtani. That's launched to right center field, and here comes the speed you're talking about. Ohtani races around third, and he can backstroke home. An RBI double on the first hit as a Dodger for Kyle Tucker, and it's 5-2.
They got to get the ball, Kirsch.
Yeah, this first one. That's a good one. That's a good feeling to get that one out in the first game.